Good morning, everyone. As you probably already figured out, I'm in the truck, or in a vehicle, but I am in the truck. Got to run errands this morning, get some stuff, get some screws to finish the tiny barn, which is going to be an experience. It is windy here today, and will be all day. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Quick update on Mom. She had her procedure yesterday, and she had a malignant lump removed from her breast, and they took 2 lymph nodes to have checked out. Doctor says that's probably all she's going to have done. We'll have a better idea. She's got to set an appointment for next week, and then we'll probably know more from there. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what was going on. I didn't want to put it out too much about what it was at the time because we really didn't know anything. I'll try to give you a quick story on things. Just a little over 2 weeks ago, I get a cryptic message. That's not real cryptic, but just an odd message from my nephew. First of all, he sent it like at 11 o'clock at night. I don't know whether they had all got together and decided somebody needed to let me know what was going on or what. But anyway, the message basically said I needed to talk to Grandma. She had been to the doctor, and she'd been acting strange, but she wouldn't tell any of them. She just would tell them that she wanted to tell the kids first, which would be me, my brother, and sister. So, anyway, I called Mom on the phone. See, she never bothered to call about this. So, I call her on the phone, and, she doesn't come right out and say anything, and I called to see if she would. And then I was like, okay, well, and I told her about the message, and she said, yeah, I want to tell you all at once. I said, okay, well, it was right before Thanksgiving. So, and the scheduling this year for Thanksgiving was atrocious for us. First, there's things you need to know about my mom. Hold on, I gotta stop the bank. Okay, as I was saying before I remembered I had to stop here at the bank. My mom, she is that person that doesn't want to bother anybody. Don't want to be a bother, don't want to be a burden. So she won't call you and tell you when she needs something. I guess you're supposed to read her mind, I don't know, but it gets aggravating. I'm willing to help my mom with whatever she needs, whenever she needs it. But I gotta know. I can't get down there every day, And I am one of those people that's no news is good news. So, I don't call her as often as I should. I'm going to try to make a habit at least calling her once a day for the next few weeks after this surgery, but But anyway, that's my mom. So we kind of throw together, myself and my brother and Rhonda, a little dinner. Wasn't actually meant to be a dinner to start with, but anyway, it wound up being dinner. So we got together and went to her house, and finally got her to tell us what was going on. Now, This was a week ago this last Sunday. To give you some time frame here. And she told us that she was having surgery Monday the 28th of November, which is a week. So, I'm like, okay, I'll take you. And I, made arrangements that I was available. Which wasn't too hard. But anyway, so So, we went there, and, we were supposed to be there at 10 o'clock. And, of course, Mom called and got all the arrangements by phone whenever she did it. I don't know what the time frame is on that. But she didn't write any of it down. And she told me it was at Freeman East. I'm like, okay. Well, we get to Freeman East, and I'm not sure which building we're supposed to go in. Now, those of you not familiar with the Joplin, Missouri area, there's two hospital systems, Mercy and Freeman. Well, Freeman there used to be three, but Freeman bought out one of the other hospitals. So now there's Freeman East and West and a whole bunch of other Freeman campuses around. But anyway, so we get there to Freeman East. We're early, which, we like to be early. And Mom's confused on where we're supposed to be, and I didn't know where we were supposed to be in, so we got to looking through paperwork, and we couldn't find anything that said. So we called the doctor. Hey, the doctor's office. We didn't get the doctor, obviously. But, hey, where are we supposed to be at here? Well, you're supposed to be at Freeman West. Oh, okay. Well, that's 10 minutes the other way. But anyway, not a big deal. We're still running early, so she tells us exactly where we're supposed to go in at. And, so we get over there and get checked in, and, we were supposed to, Mom told me first we were supposed to be there at 9:30. Well, we were there at 9:25, so we were there ahead of time. Well, the nurse said on the phone said we wasn't supposed to be there until 10. So we're way ahead of schedule. They finally get her checked in, and then we sit and wait. And then they take her back to the prepping area, and we wait and wait. And they come in and get started, some of the nurses, and blah blah blah, and then one of the radiology team comes in and gives her a shot of radiation so they can take a look at the lymph nodes. Anyway, and then a few minutes later the doctor comes in, and I didn't even realize he was a doctor. I'd never seen the man before, so. And he, oh, you all right? Yeah, okay, well, we're going to start in about an hour and a half. Well, this is 11 o'clock. They started it. They took her back at like 1:15, which, hospitals. And one of the nurses that was going to be in the surgeries told me that, well, she'll be back. The procedure will take about a half hour. Okay, well, it was an hour before the doctor came and talked to me. And then it was a little over an hour after that they were ready to release her. Of course, she got out of there pretty quick after that, though. So, but anyway, the point of the story is she's home, she's resting, and I talked to her this morning, and she's feeling pretty good. So it's a long way to go for all that, I know, but anyway. So now, like I said, I'm going to try to get some stuff done around. Try to get that tiny barn done today. I hope I'll get some video of that. It's going to be an experience in this weather, this wind. It's going to be a nice day, but it's going to be windy. And And the wind's going to start out from the southwest and eventually end up from the northwest. That ought to be interesting today. So, I guess that's all I got right now. Just, prepare, stockpile all the food you can. Things really don't look like they're going to get much better. And I just heard something, I watched a trucking channel called Mother Trucking. And, it's about over-the-road trucking is what it's about. So anyway, this guy was saying, and actually had video footage to back it up, that the state of Connecticut, if I got any subscribers in Connecticut, this will definitely affect you. And everybody else needs to keep an eye out for it. But the state of Connecticut is enacting a road use tax for trucks, 20,000 pounds and up, gross vehicle weight. And it starts like at 2 cents a pound and goes up to like 17.5 cents a mile, not a pound, a mile. 2.5 cents a mile is where it starts, and it goes up to 17.5 cents a mile. Now, I know a lot of people think, well, that's a good deal because, the trucks are hard on the roads, which they are. But the thing is, they're just going to pass this along. Most of the trucks on the road aren't independent operators. They're huge corporations, and they're not going to absorb this cost. They're just going to pass it on to the rest of us. Of course, this is in Connecticut, but just a warning, I guess, to in your state, keep an eye out for this. And this is why you have to be vigilant of what's going on in your state government. 17 cents a mile. I mean, that's going to add up. The governor of Connecticut is saying it's going to, and I forget the numbers, I apologize for that, but go check out Mother Trucking. It's going to be a multi-billion, billion with a B, dollar windfall for the state. Supposedly they're going to use it on roads. But, you folks in Connecticut, everything you buy is about to go up. Everything you get comes by truck. It's aggravating to me that these people in government don't understand how economics actually work. If you start a business, you don't go into business to help people. There's no money in helping people. Now, you can be in business, help people, and make money, But if you're just in business to help people, you're not going to make any money, and, you got to find a way to provide for yourself. I know a lot of people want to believe that businesses should be helping people. And they do help people by providing jobs, providing goods and services, and But anyway, these people think that they can tax the trucks in this instant and it's not going to affect anyone else. Oh, this don't affect anybody. The trucks can afford it. The truck driver, trucking industry can afford to pay 17.5 cents a mile. Yeah, they can afford to pay it because they're going to pass it on to the consumer. That's the way it works. They have bills to pay just like the rest of us, and I don't care whether it's a company making $1 billion a year or some guy out there making $100,000 a year gross, or more, and $100,000 a year gross sounds good until you're paying fuel cost and you're paying 17.5 cents a mile to use a road or the roads. It's not a good idea. I'm sorry, it's not. And at the same time, you're a lot of truck companies will just say, I'm not going to Connecticut. And that will drive your costs up even more because the ones that will go to Connecticut are going to start charging more on top of the 17.5 cents a mile. So, anyway, I'm sitting at Home Depot's parking lot. So, I'm going to get off of here and head in there and get my screws and then get the rest of my errands run. Alright, I got a question for everybody. Here's a little background. I ran into my bank today, as you probably caught on the video earlier, and their computers are down. So here's the question. Are you seeing more of that, or am I just becoming hyper aware of it? I mean, it seems like more and more often I go in someplace and I'm hearing our computers are down or we're having trouble with our system. Just wondering if anybody else is having that kind of experience, or just, it's just me. I don't know. It can't be just me. But anyway, just curious about that because it seems like more and more often that happens. So leave a comment below on what you think. Are you seeing more computer issues wherever you go?